So, welcome to another episode of Dembot.
Choosing the genre of your podcast or episode is very important in order to present the content you want. Sometimes, the way you are going to present something is equally or even more important for the listener than the content itself. For example, when talking about social issues and trying to inspire young people, it is important to take a moment and think, what is the most effective way to pass my message to the audience and provoke a positive impact? The genre of a podcast series is also the brand and the identity of your podcast. The audience will identify you and start following your podcast when your personal style is clear to them. Oh, these people are funny. They talk about trips, but I laugh so much. Or, I felt like crying when he was talking about his life. It is so atmospheric. Even though the genre of the podcast should be clear, each episode, depending on the content, can use and combine different styles. Of course, you should choose wisely your style according to what you are talking about. For example, when talking about the civil war in Senegal, the tone should be proportionate. Or, when talking about a funny situation, you can also use your own style. In general, some main but not exclusive genres are the following. Are you ready? Okay, let's go. First of all, comedy. Comedy is used in podcasts to make people laugh, but only at this. Maybe sometimes through laugh, you can pass an important message. So it's your style, it's your way to talk about serious things, but using humor. Drama is another technique. The drama technique could be used to tell a story, either fictional or based on a real event, and you can highlight a process. Another technique is through games. You can organize competitions in order to involve more people, to attract them, and to create a trend with with this style. Another technique is when talking about the news, to simply be giving a fact, to be narrating a situation. Different way is when you're talking about politics. Normally, we want to focus on a particular location, event, or political party. But guys, this is just indicative. These are just some examples from our experience, but it is so open for you to define your own genre. Another thing that is important to highlight is that it's not only the tone of the presenter that gives the style, but also it is also about some technical techniques that you can use to do this. For example, when telling jokes, you can listen to the classic stand-up drum and sounds like this. On the other hand, maybe when you're telling a story, you can use some techniques to spice it up a bit. So it could be a background music. It can be heavy rain, the wind, or even a loud voice all of a sudden. You can be creative, but you get the idea. To sum up, finding your genre and tone is very important. You can use any of the above techniques that we discussed, but also you can invent your own technique. It's important to find your own style, to be creative, and this is how the audience will identify to you. And you will find the best way to pass your message to them. Experiment and you will get there.